Hello, hello, hello. Checking the sound. What is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this fine Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're looking good. I bet you are. Let's get the show on the road. All right, looks like no one is here yet, so let's get some people in here. I don't know what's going on, but there's no people in here. I don't know what's happening. I feel like YouTube is doing the thing again, where they're just like they're not sending out the algorithm, they're not sending out the messages. They let one person know that I went live. But it is what it is. All right, well, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's check on the Bitcoin price. Let's get into some of the news. We got some woes here in the markets. People are thinking that it's going to be a crypto winter. So Coinbase Institutional reports that the cryptocurrency market is entering a bear phase with significant losses and stagnation expected. With all of the tariff back and forth negotiations, we got Bitcoin's decline still below that 200-day simple moving average. And we have also some Trump meme coins being unlocked, valued at approximately $320 million at the current $8 market price. These tokens are likely to be sold quickly, apparently, to ChatGPT, sparking fears of a price drop due to the dilution of the token. And then also we have this DWF Labs is investing $25 million worth of Trump's World Liberty Financial tokens, signaling strong institutional interest in the project. Financials tokens, which is the list of tokens that we've covered before. We have the Solana ETF launch. Proposed investments have launched the world's first spot Solana ETF, offering investors direct exposure. And so we have kind of a little bit of bearishness in the market, but ultimately we did bounce from some key levels on this downward trend here that we've been following here. It's just like this descending wedge, basically giant descending wedge. And it's really sometimes hard to tell when these things are going to stop descending and start to ascend. We basically hit these key levels and bounce zones, support from the bottom of the wedge, which is a good sign. But we could still, I don't want to take it off the table that we could get smacked up here. And if we don't clear the 200-day moving average, if we can't actually clear the 200-day moving average and sustain above it, then we could be toast, guys. We could be toast. We could be going down a little further into this wedge, which would smack right in the level of 71,000, where was the last time that we had support, and also at 66,000, where we had really good support from here to get us up to the new all-time highs of 100K, because that's where we actually blasted off from, was from this level and this level. We also did go from here, but this is where we took a break. So we think, all right, we are below the area where we took a break. So what could be the next level where we end up going to again? Well, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see, because we got this level. We bounced off of here. If we get rejected off of here and the 200-day moving average, the 200-day moving average kind of links up right at this level. So this is going to be a make or break moment for Bitcoin. Once we try and push into this level, you see this resistance, you see this resistance, and if we get any more resistance up here and we can't push through that, then I'm looking for lower prices. It's looking like it would be for lower prices, because if there's no liquidity and we get rejected again right here, then that is a signal for us to watch for some offloading. We also have this breaking news that China's local governments sell 15,000 Bitcoin worth $1.2 billion via offshore private entities, according to Reuters. So I don't know what's happening here, but because I guess with the United States just imposed 245% tariffs on China, so it was 120 or 145, so now it's at 245. So the United States has escalated tariffs on Chinese imports to 245% following retaliatory trade measures by China. And as announced in a White House briefing, this move comes amidst ongoing trade tensions where China has expressed openness to negotiations, provided that President Trump shows respect and addresses issues like Taiwan and sanctions. So this is going to be interesting. So let's see. China issues record 85,000 visas to Indians. Welcome more Indian friends to visit China. China was saying it was not afraid to fight trade war with the United States. Man. So this is interesting. We're going to have to see how this plays out. But right now, Bitcoin, according to Bloomberg, actually has been has been less volatile than the stock market, because of all of the issues with trade. We're not sure how we can plan for the next next couple years, next 4 years, and that's how the stock market is reacting to kind of offset the risk and the uncertainty of where we could be going with the trade war here.
Shaping the world of decentralized finance.
And coming up, Bitcoin rebounds after 2 weeks of extreme volatility in April. Pretty much unchanged now on the month.
Then the Trump family is all in on crypto with stablecoins, meme coins, a Bitcoin mining venture, and of course, NFTs.
And we're going to discuss that NFT market with the CEO of OpenSea, the largest non-fungible token marketplace.
That's all ahead right here on Bloomberg Crypto over the next half hour. First, though, a snapshot of Bitcoin over the last week. Extreme volatility was how Shanali described it. It's the perfect way because, yes, it has been a wild ride. It actually fell to the lowest level of the year last Tuesday. Look at that. It was below $74,500. That was before President Trump surprised markets by saying that he would pause so-called reciprocal tariffs on dozens of non-retaliating countries. Since then, though, Bitcoin and other risk assets have surged as a result. Now it's hovering just around $85,000, just shy of
documentation, right? If they create that pathway, it could encourage companies and issuers to move onshore and follow rules if they finally establish them. So I am optimistic that actually meeting the industry where it is and building rules around that, rather than creating unenforceable prohibitions, which is what they did last time, could actually be safer for consumers. But it is a valid question, though, Tim.
I want to talk more about tokenization because one executive after the other. We talked to Kraken CEO yesterday, Robinhood CEO. All of these guys want to make traditional private equities, think SpaceX, think XAI, tokenized on their platforms one day, right? But what are the limitations of that? Because just by tokenizing it, you're not giving your investor a stream of cash flows necessarily to the asset, are you?
It's not inherent, but I think with the composability of tokens and public blockchains, you could design almost anything. I think the question is much more regulatory, what they will allow. And then there are tricky questions about how to
Well, here's the question. Where's the is it going to be actual true liquidity? Will you be able to cash out or actually transfer the value through these tokens? That's the problem. It's like you can make a token all day, but where's the liquidity? Perfect example is the debacle of the OHM token, and how there was super thin liquidity even with a project that had a quote $6 billion market cap valuation. So it just means that if there's no liquidity, there's nothing. So that might actually be the key here in crypto, is like, where's the liquidity at? Where's the actual liquidity? And is it going to be possible for you to actually even get your money out? Because when everyone tries to sell, good luck. That's kind of what we've been noticing here. And it's the same thing with meme coins, the same with any coin. You know, what actually is going to have the liquidity to be able to, whenever there is sell pressure and there is a redistribution of the chart, there's reaccumulation, distribution, whatever it may be, it can actually handle it. And so what we like to do is just go through just like what actually has the liquidity. And that's kind of where we can kind of build a case for a strong, portfolio and stuff that we can actually go into that has the liquidity. All right, well, it's pretty quiet. It's quiet today. I don't know what it is. It feels very quiet. I don't know what it is, but it feels very quiet today. And I don't like it. I don't like it. It's very quiet. All right. I just got signed out for some reason. I don't know what just happened. Hopefully it didn't just stop all my streams. Nope, we're still going. We're still going strong. Okay, cool. All right, well, to help me feel like I'm not talking to myself, I would love for you guys to put some emojis in the chat, get some action, and we will keep going. All right. Shout out to Miles Deutscher. He mentions the thing about the liquidity here. He said one of the biggest takeaways from the Ohm situation is to pay attention to liquidity and market depth. Even with a massive $6 billion market cap, liquidity was super thin. Notes whenever they sold, whenever the market crashed or the coins got liquidated on whatever exchange it was, I think it was OKX, it crashed the token, 90%. And said if there was actual liquidity in the token, then it might have crashed like 50%, maybe 40% or something like that, like a regular shitcoin. But instead, it crashed 95%, almost 100%, just clearing out a good $6 billion, wiping out a good $6 billion of the token, bringing it down to under a $1 billion market cap. Pretty substantial. So a crucial part of everyone's research process needs to be checking the market depth of tokens. You can easily do this on CoinGecko under markets. So yeah, it's a big lesson that we can learn, and also where we can kind of go into our own portfolios and say, okay, well, what are we holding that maybe has like super thin liquidity? And also, if you're watching the full CoffeeZilla interview with the CEO, it almost seems like he's just so clueless of why it happened, how it happened, where the liquidity is, and the difference between injecting tokens into your own buybacks and doing like sells and buybacks to pump the price. He seems to not like even understand the differences between actually like a true buyback, instead of it just being a fake buyback to just then hold up the price and pump the price to make it look like it's super valued by doing injections of like 10 million or 20 million or 30 million, which would indeed pump the price if there's thin liquidity, and then would give a false valuation of a market cap, especially with the supply of the tokens as well. So you take the supply of the tokens, the liquidity, the actual volume, and then it's just crazy. So basically fake token, basically fake ecosystem, fake liquidity, fake valuation, and when stuff hits the fan and there's massive unlocks and all this stuff, this is what happens. So we have to watch out, and we have to be diligent out here. Because look, I don't think this thing's coming back. Like, it ain't coming back. It's toast. It's just, this is crypto. No one's going to have confidence in this thing if it's going to drop 100% in literally an hour. It's not going to happen. What you do have confidence in is get into the other crap coins, like Pepe. Pepe still hasn't gone. Just Pepe still hasn't gone back to its 0 point. I mean, it even broke new all-time highs. And so it's hilarious that, people give Pepe and meme coins a hard time, but you know what? The tokenomics are actually a lot better on meme coins than they are on things like Ohm or, I don't know. What else could we give an example of like terrible tokenomics where you're just like, the Trump token. That's the worst tokenomics ever. Look at what's about to happen with the Trump tokens. There's going to be all of these different unlocks of tokens for these early investors, and that's not the case for a lot of these meme coins now that have went through the attacks, have went through the sell-offs, have went through maybe actual early whales that did buy the token, sell, and then they didn't come back in, and then they've still been able to last through all of that. That's true longevity, where it's like, okay, there's no unlocks, there's no little greedy hands that are all in there that I got my tokens, I need to get my fill, get my fix, get my token unlock. It's like, it sucks because it really ultimately just hurts the retail investor, because the retail investor is basically caught off guard, or they get fooled to think like, oh man, Binance is listing this. Oh, now this is the list. Oh man, this thing is gonna pump. And then lo and behold, like, they don't even know that just in a couple weeks or in a couple months that the VCs that got in way before they did, they're going to sell on that 2x, 3x. They're probably going to sell on a 2x on your head because they put in a lot more money than you did, and they got in a lot earlier than you did. And they're all VCs, angel investors, early investors, whatever it may be. And so this is the same thing with the Trump token. We got a lot of early investors that are probably going to dump the token on the market. I doubt they're going to be holding them unless they're going to truly actually hold them because some crazy pump is going to come. So we really don't know. That's the thing. Like, these unlocks come, it could be that, hey, they'll sell some of it, but then they're going to keep some of it. Maybe they'll sell half, keep half. They might sell them all. Who knows? If they sell them all, that'll give us the key to stay away and just not even worry about it. Buy Bitcoin. So why this matters is the launch of the meme coin on Friday before inauguration, it caused a groundswell of retail enthusiasm, but one that really only benefited savvy traders, cost many other early buyers a collective $2 billion of losses. So the tokens are set to become available to sell or transfer 3 months after January 17th, which is, so the unlocks are coming. What do we think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? So it's going to be 40 million soon to be unlocked coins, representing around $320 million worth of the meme coin. So it's unlikely that all of them would fetch that price if the unlocked coins are sold into the market. It will be a dilutive event, which typically causes prices to drop. Because if you go to the liquidity, let's go to Solana. It does have the most liquidity. But the thing is that if the market cap is 1.6 billion and they're about to unlock $320 million worth of tokens at 40 million tokens, then what is this thing gonna? I don't understand. So what's gonna happen here? What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think they're gonna do? The price is $8. The peak of the coin was at $65. Do you think they're going to sell all these tokens? Do you think they're going to hold them to try and maybe get, well, I don't know, maybe what do you think, like $11, $12 sell? They'll pump it to $12 and then they'll sell there. Maybe they'll pump it and inject some buys. The Trump team maybe even might buy the token themselves and try and pump the price up a little bit so then they can get a better entry. Because I don't know. Do you think they'll sell it at $8? $8, $12? They're going to sell it at some price. If they got it unlocked And does it say exactly when they're going to unlock it? It should be happening around April 17th, so that's tomorrow. So this person, Fatula, I don't even know how to say that, warns of a big early sell that's likely to tank the price hard, predicting a quick drop to $7 or even $6. He says by the end of May, the price is likely to fall as far as $3 as expected. Man, okay, so yeah, we got to really watch for this, guys. I mean, that's the thing with these freaking token unlocks. It's almost like across the board, like, we got to watch out for the token unlocks. Because even if it's a strong fundamental project, like someone used the example, well, SUI has unlocks, are you not going to invest in that? Well, it's like, well, find out when the unlocks are and then don't buy at a point where you think it's going to freaking dump a little bit. Because these guys that got in early, you think they care about your longevity of price? They don't give a crap. They got their money, they're out. That's it. That's why it's been so interesting to actually really truly start to get more bullish on Bitcoin, because really, if you look at the prices and the how Bitcoin has looked over time, it's really from its first halvings and cycles. I mean, it's had a steady growth up, going across the rainbow, my friends. We do like our altcoins because it does give us an opportunity that we can possibly outperform Bitcoin. But to outperform Bitcoin, it means you got to be fast, quick, and you need to take the profits. And then what are you going to put it in? You're going to put it in stables and probably Bitcoin, because that's what the people have done in previous cycles, and they've done really well. And the people that end up holding too many altcoins and don't take profits, you see what happens with them. They're angry, salty, and they're the ones that are the loudest on the timeline. The people that don't even have to say anything, they're the ones that hold more Bitcoin, took profits, have a little bit of altcoin exposure, and they know the game. They've been through the cycle. And these are a lot of the people that were in the cycle from 2017. People that came in the cycle in 2021 are now having to learn what people learned in 2017 now. That's the difference. What I just said was freaking gold. Take it or leave it. Should be 1,000 people watching this live stream right now, because what I just said is the truest thing that I've ever said. Hands down. It takes a couple cycles. People that were in 2017, notice the people that came out of the 2017 cycle, the lessons that they've learned and how they've adjusted their portfolios. Guarantee you, people that from 2017 have about a 15% altcoin allocation, and then they're like 80% Bitcoin. And they only trade with 1%. That's the difference. People that came in the cycle now or from last year, from 2021 or 2022, that we're all like, altcoin season, altcoins. And we got to chill, because it's like, if you don't know the game and you don't understand that altcoins can 100% destroy you and wreck you, if you're 60% altcoins, this is how we have to adjust our portfolios. Now, for me, I'm all in ticker Bitcoin. Oh no. Well, I have to be honest. I have more Bitcoin than my meme coins, but my alts are like memes. I hold a lot of ticker Bitcoin. I hold Pepe, and then my alt that I think is the undervalued coin of this cycle is XYO. So I hold XYO. I think Crow is still undervalued. I mean, God, you see all the stuff that Crow's involved with, the sports betting. They buy stocks. They're gamifying that app a lot. And it's just a perfect retail app. I think it's way better than Coinbase. I think they have way more options than Coinbase. I think Coinbase is trash. I'd love for Coinbase to sponsor me, but then also I'd have to be super honest with them and say actually, no thanks, because your platform kind of sucks. Make your platform better, and don't list garbage coins before you actually list some stuff that the community, the people, crypto are actually telling you to list, and you don't listen, and instead you list low liquidity garbage tokens. So I don't know. But yeah, I think crypto.com and the Crow token is going to do really well. And if you remember, there's not a lot of pictures with Brian Armstrong shaking hands with Trump, having a cool meeting. That was the CEO of crypto.com was having a nice little chat with Trump, and I wonder what they were chatting about. And you know that we're having the biggest championship and biggest sports event in the entire world. The entire world is going to be in the United States, FIFA. And crypto.com is heavily involved in sports, especially soccer. I had Phantom. I was very heavily in the Phantom ecosystem. I haven't bought any Sonic yet because I've been waiting. Everything is still cheap. If you haven't bought any altcoins that are the altcoins, you're still fine. Trust me. You're fine. Cuz look at the price. Okay, cool. If I would have bought Sonic here at 93 cents, cool. Now I've been down 50%. So like now that if I want to buy and accumulate some Sonic now, and also like Polygon, I'm bullish Polygon, I'm bullish AVAX. I've owned all of these different tokens at different points, but my bags are just super, super low on certain coins that I really don't believe in as much as my other ones that I don't sell. This is a bit honest truth. You know, there's other coins that get sacrificed because I don't really care about them that much. But then there's coins that like Ticker Bitcoin, Pepe, and XYO. Not selling them. I'm not sacrificing those coins. Like those are, I'm building the bags. I think those things are gonna fly. But also, when it comes to reaccumulating the things that I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Now we're back in some good prices. Where the altcoins have not even been close to where they could be if we're going to really truly go into an altcoin season, which is, guys, just so you know, altcoin season doesn't happen until Bitcoin dominance goes back down, okay? So here's the skinny. Bitcoin dominance needs to go down. ETH needs to go up. The strength of the dollar still needs to keep going down, which is great. It actually is doing exactly what we were talking about. It's trending down. It's about to hit this level. We need actual true quantitative easing, which isn't happening yet. So it might take a little bit longer for us to actually truly get our altcoin season. I'm not going to be that person that gets made fun of by everyone that's like, oh, you're that guy that keeps calling for altcoin season. No, I'm not calling for it. I'm just saying there are certain things that need to happen that happened last time for it to do it. And it's pretty simple. Bitcoin dominance needs to go down. When Bitcoin dominance was like chilling out a little bit and wasn't freaking going wild here, when we swooped down, look, in December, dominance was down here, altcoins were flying. This was the peak of our portfolio. Bitcoin dominance was at 57%. Everyone's portfolios were probably maxed and had max gains at there. No one took profits unless you're a genius. Okay, so then in November, or sorry, not November, but in I just say all during this time in March, look at the dominance of Bitcoin. And where was ETH during this time? I know this is boring, you guys. Sorry, you're just so bored, but you're not going to get if you don't understand this, then you're just going to have false hope. And we don't want false hope. We want actual data. You know, we don't want false hope. We want data. So here's your data. Where that Bitcoin dominance was in January, February, and March. Well, look where it was. And look where ETH went. And look where ETH is sitting right now. Okay? And it's freaking 2023 bottom. Okay? So until we get dominance back where it needs to go to chill out, we will get our $2,500 ETH. We'll get over 2K again. And we can start to have some faith. Start to have the actual run. Now, could we all get rugged and everything go to 0? 100%. It's never off the table. That, my friends, is never off the table. I must be boring you guys. Jeez. All right. Since you're so bored. Lord have freaking mercy. I don't know what else to do. What do? Do I put on a monkey suit? I'm about to put on a damn clown suit. What can I do to freaking entertain you people? Who's streaming right now? Let's see who's streaming. BitLab Academy, Crypto Lifer, Discover Crypto, Crypto King. Okay. All right. All right, we got 2,000 people watching the Lifer. We'll give it to you, Lifer. We'll give it to you. Let's see how much alpha's happening
trading
over
volume
here.
of 100 million, then we'll have a $9,000 prize pool. If we get up to 100 million, a billion.
Wait, Bit2Nex is all over the place. Bit2Nex, do you guys like Bit2Nex? Have you used Bit2Nex? Are you entertained? Are you not entertained? No, I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know anymore. I'm trying to put stuff out. I'm putting out products. I mean, here's the thing that blows my mind. I'm doing my best. I'm doing what I'm doing here. I got NFTs. I got Bean Coin and coffee crypto to sell. I'm giving TA. I've shown you some stuff that not a lot of people even really talk about. Telling you about the Trump unlocks. Telling you about the liquidity. How to maybe look to adjust your portfolio. I'm halfway good looking. Oh. What do we do? What do we do, guys? What do we do? All right. Well, anyway, 100x long Pepe, 100x long Solana, 100x long Brett, and 100x long gold and silver. There you go. There's your alpha. And short XRP to $1. All right, it's 11:38. All right, I guess we're just going to end the stream. We're going to end the stream. Appreciate you guys for coming in for when you did. If you want to blah, 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 directly support the channel, click a link, do the thing, whatever. Click the link. Trade, don't trade. Do what you want. Ooh, I like the Bitcoin B. Yeah, let's look at the Benjamin Cohen's reminding us about those BTC pairs. Those BTC pairs. If you can hang on for even just a little longer, guys, I know it's like your ears are bleeding, your eyes are watering, you can't take it anymore. So sorry. But we'll look at the ETH BTC chart. I know you just puked. I know you just puked. It's okay. Don't worry. So basically, this is the home of the ETH BTC chart, is 0.01776. That's kind of where it's heading, per the downtrend of the pair. It was really low in this. Look at this. It's actually close to where its lows were in 2020 COVID. This is crazy. So 2020 COVID time was when we had the almost the lowest pair for the ETH BTC. I think once we hit here, we could, then this might be it. This is it. Are you too good for your home? Answer me. It's going down. Like we were saying yesterday or last night, exchanges be tripping. Exchanges be tripping. They're so money hungry right now, Binance and Coinbase. They are money hungry. They just love liquidating people. They can't help themselves. And I was making a joke. I was like, because Binance was posting all these pictures of green candles and stuff like that. And where is it? I was like, they really sure do have a lot of money to pay this Cristiano Ronaldo. Probably however much they paid him to do this. I'm like, man, they really make a lot of money off of us, off of scamming the entire crypto space, and then also financing these ads. I'm like, nice. Like, you guys really put your money to use, don't you? They really like putting their money to use. And then they posted this. I was like, the best crypto flex. I was like, why don't you change this picture to really long wicks? Because that's what your exchange it does. It creates very long wicks of scam. That's not accurate. Those candles are not accurate, Binance. I'll tell next time I'm at a crypto event, I will tell Binance to their faces, hey, when are you guys going to stop scamming people and sending your coins offshore to Wintermute? That'd be kind of cool if you just actually play nice, but I don't think they ever will. We just have to learn how to play the game. That's the thing. You just got to know that these big exchanges are scammers, and we got to weave between the scammers. All right, let's look at the Sol BTC chart. Sol Bitcoin. Ooh, this is starting to get pretty low here too. Do we have a... Oh yeah, this one's starting to bottom out too. We got the Cardano BTC. Yeah, I've been streaming for 43 minutes and I only got up to 10 likes. Man, okay, all right. Not enough alpha. Sorry, it's not enough alpha for you guys. I'm so sorry. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. I might have to I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I think about a new strategy? Should I completely switch my entire strategy? Because if you think about it, I'm doing exactly what everyone else is doing. I'm kind of just doing exactly what everyone else is doing. I'm just pulling up the news and pulling up the charts. I got my dumb, stupid face on here talking, and it's really not that different or interesting or new than what people are doing right now. So what do? Do I put myself in a dunk tank or something and say, hey, if I get 100 likes, I'll dunk myself in a tank? I'll pour paint all over my face. I don't know. Pie myself. I mean, I think I've already pied myself enough by actually, I think I've gotten liquidated live on stream. I don't know if anyone's brave enough in this industry to actually get liquidated live on stream. I think that's a skill. That's a skill of its own. That's a skill in its own. But it's not true though. Perdita, that's not true. People are interested in crypto. They are. It's just that they just don't want to watch this channel. That's where you have to be honest with yourself. People are interested in crypto. They're just like, okay, cool. It's another freaking jabron running his mouth, and cool. What does he have to offer? I don't know. I'll just go to this other channel. It seems like more people are watching that channel, so I'm gonna go over there. The people that are watching this channel right now are you guys are just like, oh, you're just like OG crypto people. You know, you're just like, you guys are the people that watch other, YouTubers, and you're kind of like in the, but all those other people, those are new people. Like the 1,000 people or whatever the watching Lifers stream, they're over there because that's where more people are. No one's going to go into the stream that has 8 people in it. It's just fact. It's just facts. Sometimes you got to tell yourself the facts. No one's going to run into a stream where it's like, oh, it looks like he's doing the same thing. Okay, cool. That one has 2,000. That one has 8. I'm going to go to the one that has 2,000. I did the same thing. When I was new into crypto, I did the same thing. I didn't go to the other people's streams that were small streams, besides maybe Miss Teen Crypto, she had like, about maybe a couple hundred people watching. I'd watch Miss Teen Crypto. But then I was watching like George and, BitBoy. They have thousands of people watching. But at the end of the day, you just gotta if you're, I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing my stuff. I'm gonna keep promoting my things, and we'll see if people will tune in. But man, tell you what, sometimes it's a little annoying. S. Rodriguez, on the Coin XYO app, can you drive and automatically collect coins? Yes. So on the Coin app, you can acquire coin by geo mapping and mining blocks on the map. So wherever you drive and you have multipliers, you will get coin. Once you get up to 10,000 coin, then you can convert that into XYO. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it. It's 11:48. Yep. All right. So we will see you guys later. Oh, S. Roger, you drive all day? Oh yeah. Well, if you are a driver, if you do drive like every day and you do put on some miles, the Coin app is actually a really cool way to mine some crypto. You can also like play games on there. There's all kinds of ways to earn the coin inside the app. So, yep. Check it out. I do have a referral link for that if you want to check it out. It's in one of the videos. I will show you. I'm also just kind of getting just annoyed of like, oh, check out the links and blah blah blah. It's like you guys I have links. I'm tired of saying to go check out the links. Check out the links, guys. Here, where's the video? Let's go here, and I think I have a link in here. Projects that I copy link. Is that even gonna work? Oh no, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, on this video. No, lasers, I'm not doing great. I appreciate it, but I'm not doing great. Great is when you're getting actual metrics and numbers. That's when you're doing great. Right now, I'm not doing great. If someone were to look at my metrics on YouTube, they'll be like, wow, why haven't you quit yet? That's the truth. You have to battle through sucking and doing a terrible job, and then people might pay attention to you. But then you're not guaranteed that. You could still be doing, quote, great, and no one's watching your channel. I got to be honest with myself. I'm not doing anything unique. My channel has no chance if I don't actually do something unique and change it up. That's just the truth. Like that, I will tell you guys, if you're a creator and you're going to think about making a channel that everyone else is doing, you have to be unique. You have to do something different. It's the only way, because like at a point, like it's just, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. You gotta do something different. You gotta be unique in some type of way, or no one gives a shit. No one cares. Really, that's also the honest truth, is that no one cares. No one really actually cares. So once you realize that, then you can just kind of accept that and say, okay, well then it's up to me if I'm going to actually enjoy doing it or not. And if then I do enjoy doing it, then you don't care if anyone is watching or not. Then you're just like, okay, cool. I'm doing this. I'm just going to do it. And you got to take each day for what it is. You might be stoked. You might be... Or you might be kind of how I just got towards the end of the stream. Really annoyed. Really annoyed. All I got to say, if you want more positivity, and you want to make more money, go to Lifer's stream. I'll even send you over to someone else's stream. Here you go. Go over to his stream. All right. We will catch you guys later. Peace. Maybe I'll be back with a better attitude.